All right, you made it this far, which means you are inches away from launching your business. And I could not be any more excited for you. Okay, so I know it's been a lot of information, right? We are trying to figure out all the information about the business, but I want to teach you today a super simple method, because when you are going to launch, the whole thing about launching is simply just sharing your enthusiasm and your excitement for the products, which typically we lead with lip sense, as well as educating why our products are so amazing. And as you continue to learn about all the other products that we offer, you're going to learn tips and tricks along the way. But I want to teach you today a method that is super simple when you are doing an online demo, when you are in person with your friends or your family, or you're doing an in-home party, that is going to help you keep on track. Because sometimes our brains are like, whoa, information overload. I don't even know how to get all this stuff in. And how am I going to remember if I'm going to remember all the right things to say? So here's your tip. Pull up a seat and let's get started. So I'm going to explain an acronym that Jenny Buchanan shared with me about the S.E.A.T method, S-E-A.T. And it's going to help you stay on track when you're educating your customers and your potential downline about lip sense, as well as just in general. You can kind of use this method for all of the products, but we're going to focus on lip sense right now. So pull up a seat and let's do the S-E-A.T. And let me explain what that is. So each one of these has a specific video that I can get into, and you will see in the online sample launch group that literally it's how I would talk to a group about it. So here I'm going to play more of like mentor, as opposed to like, hey, I'm in the moment, I'm a distributor and I'm doing this for people. But you can watch in the launch. It's literally like how I would talk to customers about it. Okay, so here's the deal. Most people, like myself, when they hear that lip sense costs $55, they are like, oh, heck no. $55, I'm not spending $55 on a lipstick, right? Now, there are some lipsticks out there that are expensive, like I don't know, I know there are some in the 40s. I have seen them before and I'm like, oh, heck no, right? So one of the objections that you want to overcome, and this helps you do that with explaining the S in S.E.A.T, is set. It comes in a collection, right? So all first-time customers need to start with a collection. They need a lip color, they need glossy gloss to seal in the color, and they need the Oops remover to correct and to remove their product. This is the safest, it's the best way to get it off of your lips, right? Everybody loves this idea, and they're like, well, how do I get it off? Right here, this magic right here. So you want to educate your customers, because you don't want your customer just purchasing this and then it not working, and they're like, that lip sense stuff does not even work, right? So explaining to them, you want to start with a set. You want to start with the collection. It comes, every first time customer is going to start with this, a lip color of their choice, or 2 or 3, right? Glossy gloss to seal it in, and then Oops remover. So educating them on that alone, and then explaining to them, hey, $55, you're actually getting all 3 of these. You purchase it as a collection to start for $55. It comes in a set, and then later on you can purchase a la carte. The color for $25, glosses for $20, and Oops for $10. All right, so that is the S in S.E.A.T. Let's move on to the E. So the E is really important too, because someone like me went through a very long exfoliation process. Did you? I don't know. If you did, then you know that this was something you had to overcome. And so educating your customers on the front end before they actually try it and experience it, and they're like, wait a second, this looks flaky. Wait a second, I didn't get 18 hours lasting, 4 to 18 hours. So educating them on the exfoliation process and letting them know that it's going to probably be something they go through. So my sponsor, and I always tell this to people, hey, my sponsor didn't go through any exfoliation. She tried lip sense for the first time and it was amazing and fell in love. I, on the other hand, exfoliated for about 2 months, and for a couple different reasons. So one, I wasn't drinking enough water. Make sure you are hydrated, right? I was pregnant. I was postpartum. I just had my baby, and I was not drinking enough water. So that definitely will affect it. But number 2 is truly your lips. Most of the products that we use, whether it's chapsticks, Burt's Bees, whatever, EOS, as well as lipsticks and other glosses and other products, have beeswax in them. And what that does is puts a layer on your lips that basically just like seals off your lips, and your lips are never truly getting hydrated and moisturized through all of those products that you're probably obsessed with, because your lips are never really getting nourished, right? Not nourished, but moisturized, right? Hydrated, that stuff. So you want to explain that there is an exfoliation process for most people, and that's going to be sloughing off all of the wax and all of the dead skin that is just sitting on your lips. And so in order to help speed up the exfoliation process so that you get a really great lip sense application, there's 2 tips. One is to keep going, right? Just know that if your first application or your first week or your second week isn't great, keep going, keep working with the product. The other thing is to exfoliate. You can use our facial resurfacer, which is a light exfoliator. You can also use our polishing exfoliator. It's a little bit harsher, but you know, it's definitely something you can use. You could also make a homemade sugar scrub. That's something I love to share with customers too. You can always, that is equal parts, but you could do honey, sugar, and some people use brown sugar, some people use sugar, and then a type of oil, specifically like either a coconut oil or olive oil. And then you're just rubbing that on your lips every night to exfoliate. It's a soft exfoliator, right? And then you are hydrating with either our lip balm with no wax, right? No synthetic, it's a synthetic beeswax, so no byproducts of animals, or glossy gloss. So these are great. Or our lip volumizer or our night collagen pack. Those are all great things to put on before you go to bed, and then you will have plump, beautiful lips and healthier than ever. So the exfoliation process, it's really just kind of warning them that they might experience it, but this is why most products have wax in it, and you have layers of dead skin, and you have layers of product on your lips that we're going to help get off, right? And then you're going to have beautiful, healthy lips. All right, so that's E, exfoliate. Let's talk about A. Now, A is the application. So if you've tried it, hopefully you have by now, you know that lip sense is different than a lip stain, and it's different than a lipstick. That's why it is a lip color, and it goes on differently, and it actually goes on in 3 layers, and there is a very specific way as to how you need to apply it in order to get the best results, right? I've seen it done 100 different ways. I'm sure you've watched YouTube videos and you can watch, but there's a really specific way that Senegence teaches us what to do, and that's what we want to teach our customers, the application process. So let's kind of break that down real quick as a refresher, and then I also want to remind you, you can go watch the other videos, watch the video in the launch where I go live with Brittany, and we do it together, and that's ideally what we're going to do for your launch. If I can do it with you so that I can educate your customers while you're putting it on and help you through the process. Okay, so here it is. This is it in a nutshell. Lip sense is not a lip color. It's not a lip stain. It is not a lipstick. It is a lip color that actually molecularly is going to adhere to your lips, and it goes on in 3 layers, and there's a reason for that. That first layer that's going on your lips is actually going to be broken down mostly by your own body, by your own lips, the dead skin on there, like water, you know, just like your lips, your saliva, all of those things, right? And then that second layer we put on because we want to protect that first layer more, but the second, we'll talk about the second layer in a second. The third layer is actually going to be broken down by everything outside, greasy foods, salad dressings, you licking your lips, right? If you lick your lips, that's going to start breaking down that third layer. Just dust particles, wind, air, right? You know, I've like girls who are in cheer or in dance or equestrian, like, you know, their lips look perfect after, but truly all of that air, and if someone bumps you or, you know, it's constantly, it's hitting that third layer, but that second layer is what truly gives the long-lasting staying power. The other thing we need to know is that during an application, we need to have clean, dry lips before we get started, right? And so we want to make sure we wipe that off. Then we want to show how we're going to actually apply kind of like a dry erase marker, right? We never go back and forth like we do on a regular lipstick. We start at one side and we go to the other. Now you can always like uplift and go up and over, right? But you don't ever want to just go back and forth like crazy, because you're almost like taking off some of it. Thin, dry layers, right? I always recommend to, when you take it out of the tube, all that excess there, you want to make sure you wipe it off. Less is more with all of our products, and I really mean that. And that's why this thing is going to last like the equivalents to 4 tubes of lipstick, right? Because you don't need a lot. So wiping off the excess, starting in the corner, putting it on and letting it dry and keeping your lips open, right? And this is another reason why hopefully I'll be able to go live with you in your Facebook group, so that when you are applying, I can talk and you can just apply, and I can give all the tips for you. And then you're going to start, at the center, Cupid's bow over, let it dry, and you're going to do that 3 times. And then you're going to make sure it's completely dry, right? And then you're going to apply glossy gloss to seal it in. And then explaining to them that other glosses are not going to work. This is formulated for our product. It's not going to break it down, unlike other glosses, right? So the application is crucial for a successful experience with LipSense, right? So let's talk about the last letter in our S.E.A.T, which is T, and that is the tingle. And this is kind of like exfoliation. Not everybody experiences it, but a lot of people will. And we want to at least just warn them and let them know what is possible. So the T stands for tingle, and to let them know that LipSense is 98% natural, 2% science. And part of that 2% science is our SD40 alcohol. That's actually what's allowing it to molecularly adhere to your lips, which is the cool part, the science behind it. But also what it's doing, it's cleaning off your skin, it's cleaning off the bacteria on your lips to allow it to actually bond to your lips. So when you're educating your customers on the application, they might experience a little tingle. If they experience a tingle, it is not an allergic reaction. It is nothing more than the SD40 alcohol, which is a makeup grade FDA approved alcohol that is in like 99% of makeup out there. And so what you want to do is just let them know that that is because it's a temporary feeling, right? It'll go away. It just tingles a little bit. Once they put on the glossy gloss, it'll definitely not be there, as well as once their lips are actually healthy and they've gone through the exfoliation and they don't have cracked, dry lips of any kind, then that tingle is not going to be there any longer. So I know for me, I experienced it a couple times, especially like right after I exfoliated. And I know there was a point in my LipSense journey that I got really frustrated because I just want my lips to look perfect. And I exfoliated like really intensely. And then I went and put it on and I was like, oh, because what that is your brand new, fresh, lips and all of the nerve endings are like exposed, right? And so I almost equate it to hydrogen peroxide when you're cleaning it out, when your kid gets a scrape or whatever, and it bubbles a little bit. Like it tingles. It doesn't hurt, but it definitely tingles a little bit. You know it's there and you see it working. Well, that is LipSense, right? So just letting them know that there's a possible tingle. It is a very short-lived thing, and the more you use LipSense, the healthier your lips are going to be, and you're not even going to have to worry about it at all. So let's walk through that again. S.E.A.T. Pull up a seat. Let's have some fun, ladies, right? Let's talk about the set. It comes in a collection. Everybody needs to start with this. I do not let people purchase just this, and I definitely don't let people purchase just this. Now, every once in a while, people want the specialty gloss, and that's totally fine, but you're going to start with a set. A collection. Then the E, the exfoliation. You want to just let them know that there's probably going to be an exfoliation process because most of the products they've been using has wax in it and their lips probably are not truly healthy. And then of course the A for the application, walking them through how that exactly works. And then the T, the tingle, right? So that is going to be crucial for you to get down. And I know it's probably like, oh my gosh, so much to remember. But listen, if it goes out of order or you don't touch all the points, just make sure that you get in the habit of educating your customers on those 4 things so that they are set up for a really great LipSense experience. So with that being said, go take a peek at the sample launch group that we have, and you can see how I have broken it down into 3 different videos. I cover the S, I cover the E, and then I actually combine the A and the T together because I think that's just a simple way to do it. And hopefully with your launch, if our timing works out and everything, I'll be going live with you and we'll be doing that video together. So I'll do most of the talking and you'll be doing the applying. With that being said, you need to practice, right? Practice going live, practice talking about purchasing in a set, practice talking about the exfoliation, practicing talking about the application and then the tingle, right? So go, your call to action today, because this is it, guys. We are getting ready to launch, right? You're getting ready to get your business and catapult it with major success. So what you need to do is you need to practice going live. So hop into our Facebook Live practice group and go live. Practice going live, talking about the S, the E, the A, the T. If you want to do all 4 separate, if you want to do them all together, whatever. Just get comfortable pushing that button on your phone and going live and then getting comfortable talking with other people about it. So again, I am so grateful for you. I am so excited to seriously just be part of your journey, watching you chase your God-sized dreams. This business has completely changed my life and my family's future, and now I want it to change yours. So do the things that scare you the most. Probably for you, that might be going live. And if not, there's going to be something else. But the S.E.A.T method is crucial to getting down, just to keep you on track as you're educating your customers and your potential downline, really just how to have a great lip sense experience. So go practice going live. Let me know when you are ready to do your launch. I'm going to get you on my calendar. And I cannot wait to see this business change your life like it has so many others. All right, I love you, and I am excited for you, and I hope you have a fabulous day.